Oh my gosh, hello everybody. Oh my god. I literally have been slacking so bad. We're not gonna talk about it though. Because we're here today and now it's better than never, bitch. But oh my god, hello y'all. I'm so excited to kind of be back in my little groove. I feel like if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I done already posted my whole little sentiment about how I felt about 2023. But if you don't, then I'ma just, just kind of reiterate what I said. But I really feel like 2023 was really a year of like figuring out who in the fuck Kennedy is. Truly, like to her core, that doesn't involve everybody else's opinion, everybody else's advice, everybody else's hearsay, she say, he say, all of that. It was really a matter of putting myself first. It was really a matter of putting effort into the things that I enjoy, putting effort into being uncomfortable and allowing myself to just go with the motherfucking flow, because it really was a struggle with me being such a practical, logical person at one point. It was so hard for me to kind of step outside of that societal standard norm box, and definitely was a journey, bitch. I'm still very much in that process, still definitely a lot better than I was, I will say that. And I thank God, and I think I'm just so grateful because Kennedy a year ago, girl, I'm getting all emotional. But anyways, yeah, it's been such a beautiful journey, and I'm just so excited. And that's why I just come and I make my YouTube videos, because I know that I'll be able to share that with y'all and hopefully inspire and enlighten and just like raise the vibe, because Earth is a fucking shit show. And not everybody wants to, even myself wants to be indulged in all the worldly matters and bullshit 25/8. So I feel like me just coming on here and not being part of the Debbie Downers, just kind of trying to be, just a light for people if I can be, and if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't, it'll reach whoever it needs to reach. But yeah, just wanted to kind of just let that out, because I was like, bitch, I've been kind of in my little rut, in my little just bitch, I gotta get it, I gotta figure it out, like what am I doing, and if you know me, I'm very independent, very much I gotta get to it, I need my money, I need this, I need that, like I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. And yeah, so, and this year is definitely gonna be a year of me reaping the benefits and all of the abundance of my motherfucking hard work internally, because that's also one thing I will say before I just start my whole video. It don't matter what the fuck your external looks like. It don't matter material wise what you got, what you don't got. All that matters is what's going on in here internally. As long as you're working on yourself and you're working towards a better you and not letting anybody else dictate what that may be for you, you're gonna be fine and everything will work out just as it's supposed to. But I'm gonna let y'all resonate with that, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. And so today I have for you guys just a quick little video about just mindfulness. I just wanted to kind of come on here and just divulge into that a little bit, because this is one of the main practices that I try to include in my daily life that has definitely benefited me greatly. Like it's such a change once you start implementing this type of thought process and thinking and action taking, so yeah, so as far as mindfulness goes, I'm sure that we kind of all know what that means, and if not, it's just basically being aware of something, being conscious or aware of something. And if y'all see me looking down too, also let me just preface with this, I'm sure we're all aware of the spectrum, ADHD, I'm sure y'all probably witnessed that in my prior videos. I'm a fidgeter, but also with that being said, I have to write stuff down, because if I try to hold it all in my mind, I'm gonna get overwhelmed, I'm gonna get frustrated. So if y'all see me looking down, this is my little journal with my little notes, just to, catch myself up just in case I forget where I'm at. But yeah, so mindfulness is just, making sure that you're aware and conscious of something. And really how that kind of ties into self or just the world around us. when we're mindful of that type of stuff, we're able to kind of use it to our advantage. You know what I mean? Use it to where we're benefiting ourselves, but also we're not causing harm to others. You know what I mean? And even in that sense, you know, when we're mindful of ourselves, we're kind of already doing it for other people. You know what I mean? And so I feel like mindfulness is a very important aspect and process that I feel like will lead you to, I'm being real chatty, y'all, I'm sorry. It'll just lead you to better points in your life where you can build that foundation for yourself and kind of just go from there. You know what I mean? And just practicing mindfulness on your own, you know, in your internal fronts, or just, you know, in your community is just so, it's so beautiful. Okay, so really, I don't want this to be too long, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get into my points. But some ways that I practice mindfulness, and I know that this is varied for everybody and to each his own, you know, but for me, I like to meditate. The ways I like to meditate is, number one, this. I like to talk. I'm a talker, and me being able to kind of hear myself go through my thought process out loud, it helps me, like, you know, put two and two together. Some people, they like to journal. Some people, you can also do voice notes. Like, that's what I do. I like to do voice notes and just record myself talking and just kind of like putting two and two together. I also do journal from time to time, but like I said, the thoughts up here be just so, they be too much. So it's easier for me to kind of not be overwhelmed and get it out easier when I talk. Meditation could also be breathing, doing breath work, and just practicing being in the present moment. So just sitting down for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, doing some breath work to kind of bring yourself back to the present. And when it comes to that type of meditation, it definitely is a process. It is definitely one of those things you're going to have to kind of slowly inch into it, because like I said, I'm sure, I'm not one to assume and not trying to assume, but a lot of us are probably on the spectrum in one way, shape, or form. And I know for me, sitting there still and just, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are y'all doing this? But slowly but surely, I started off, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I also found that, you know, playing healing frequencies, you know, heart chakra frequencies, solar plexus frequencies, or just healing frequencies in general, or even just music with no lyrics, definitely helped me kind of hone in on that, just being present, because I don't like silence. Like me, I need noise, I need something, and just that type of I don't know. So I found that when I do that type of meditation, having just soft, serene, and just some quiet music playing in the background definitely helped me just focus on my breathing, focus on the noises, and just be calm. Like I said, I also mentioned journaling, voice notes. Another way that I do practice mindfulness is just like doing self-check-ins. Because I know me, I'm somebody who, I'm always up in my head. I'm always processing. I'm always thinking. I'm always like just planning and this and this. I'm just always thinking. I'm always fucking thinking. And so with that being said, sometimes, like I said, I can overwhelm myself. I get stressed out. And sometimes when it gets like that, I get into my little ruts. I just kind of get stuck and I just don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. And so sometimes I've gotten better at just checking myself when I'm not in the best mood, or when I feel myself maybe on the cusp of burnout, or just not really just feeling, you know, up to speed with Kennedy. And that's okay. Not every day you're going to wake up and want to just be, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You know, we have our days where we need our fucking rest. And doing those self-check-ins definitely will help you hone in on those emotions, and when you need to kind of, okay, let me take a step back and let myself rest. Let yourself be rejuvenated. You either sleep, you know, go take a walk, do something that you enjoy doing, one of your hobbies, or, you know, fucking binge watch your show, read a book, just anything that can kind of get your mind off of whatever the fuck is stressing you out, you know? Doing those self-check-ins and just checking in and like, how do I feel right now? Why do I feel this way? What made me feel this way? Can I do something about it? And if not, let me focus on what I can do for me to make sure that how I'm feeling is not persistent and it's just temporary. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so easy to let those negative emotions and thoughts remain like present and just kind of it's easy to just sit in it because we're just so like, I just feel this way. And not to say that those emotions aren't warranted, because it very much is, but, and not to say that you can't express them. What? Sorry, y'all, my little bookie boo of a brother just came here. Yeah. What was I saying? I think I was still talking about self-check-ins. But yeah, just making sure that we're coming back to self and just making sure that we're okay. Because when we do that, it makes it easier for us to get on with our routine, get on with our goals, and get on with just life in general, right? And then check-ins with community, check in with your loved ones. You know, like I said, practicing mindfulness for ourselves, we automatically almost do it for others too. You know what I'm saying? And even then we can practice it for other people. So like I said, checking in with your community and your loved ones. How are you doing? How are you feeling? You know, do you need support in this area? Do you need support in that area? Or just, you know, just being there. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be too much talking. It could just kind of be, you know, whatever works for you all in that moment and whatever works for y'all's dynamic. But just always making sure that we are being, what is the word I'm looking for? Just, I don't know. How about we just in that sentiment there? But yeah, just check in with y'all peoples and make sure that we keeping up with everything that they have going on too. Because just as much as we need support and encouragement, the ones that we love the most need the same. So yeah. Another way to practice good mindfulness is educate yourself. Educate yourself about yourself. Educate yourself about the people around you. Educate yourself about the environment around you and the fucking world. The more you remain educated, the more you know better, you do better. Very, very true. So, you know, and whatever education may be to y'all, you know, that's for y'all. Whatever y'all are interested in learning, that's up to you. But for me, I really, like I'm sure that y'all know, I'm very indulged in the self-help. So I love listening to podcasts, and I know we're all on TikTok. Y'all know TikTok is the damn near the new fucking internet. So Safari, if you will. So I've kind of curated my algorithm to be what the fuck I want to see and hear. None of that negative woo silly ass propaganda, niggas on there just bullshitting here and there. Of course, bitch, I don't want to be, oh, you have to love yourself, and I don't want all that all the time. But it is a better way of just having like my aimless scrolling days be not so like, ugh. You know, I don't walk away from my phone feeling like, I just took in all of this negative bullshit ass energy from all of these bullshit ass people. No, you know what I'm saying? I kind of curated, same thing with Twitter. I kind of curated my algorithm and my timeline to kind of match up to my perspective and era of life that I'm in now. So now I find that to be just a good way to continue to educate myself, because with that being said, I have certain people who come up, they give certain advice, or they open me up to certain thought processes that I never thought about before, or they, you know, provide certain aspects of life that we can improve on, you know, and just things of that nature. Just, I always am gaining inspiration from others and just taking the ways in which they are improving their life and using it in the way that it benefits me, you know. And so just tying that all back into educating yourself, whether it's a book, whether it's a video, whether it's just you experiencing life through your own, you know, situations and experiences, whatever it may be that helps you feel, or helps you, I'm getting irritated. Whatever works for you as far as education goes. Goddamn. Whatever works for you as far as just education goes and how you like to receive information and how you like to view information, do that. But make sure that we're consuming good stuff. Let's make sure we're not consuming all of that bullshit, because social media loves to regurgitate shit. Research y'all shit. Research y'all stuff, bro. Research y'all shit, because that's one thing a lot of us don't do. We don't research shit. We just sit there and think that this random ass person on TikTok is telling us the truth. And to some cases, it probably is, but I always want to fact check. Don't never believe everything you hear just off the strap. But yeah, educate yourself, keep yourself educated, and really, especially on that self-help front, it's very important to be educated about that, because it helps you further your journey and kind of just understanding all the roots of who you are and what makes you who you are. And I think that was about it. Oh, and then I also wanted to add too, because going back to that whole sentiment of me kind of being a visual person, I need shit kind of laid out, detailed, nitty gritty. What also helped me, because going into 2024, I knew that I wanted to kind of have a set plan. And like I said, y'all know, like I just said, me being all up in here, it kind of prohibits that. It makes me just want to be at a standstill and I don't want to do shit. So I was like, you know what? I was on TikTok. You seen all the girlies posting about, you know, quarterly calendars and planning out the year in quarters and having an agenda and a planner and da 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 da. And I was like, you know what, bitch? I've never been that type of person to really have like a set goal list or da 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 da. Let me do that. And I did it, and I have it posted up on my wall over here. Now, hopefully, I'm still not all the way technologically advanced yet as far as editing, but if I can, I would definitely put like a little video screen recording of the list I created. And if y'all want, I could like link my template that I used to create it. It's not like a real template, bitch. I created it myself or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I can link that if y'all want me to, but I separated it from like personal, professional, financial, and then health, and then I think hobbies and interests. And then in each of those, I kind of separated it into two. So for my personal, you can use that for like personal self, and then personal, let's say like you're in a relationship. Like what are certain things with your personal self and your personal relationship, like if you have a significant other, that you want to improve or work on during the year 2024. Same thing with like professional. Like with me, I mentioned my YouTube channel, how I want to be more consistent in the certain aspects of my channel that I want to increase and improve on, and just certain goals that I want to attain while doing so. And also like on the professional aspect, as far as like my community, how can I network? I need to get into networking. Who do I want to look towards to kind of gain inspiration or get a little advice from? You know, here and there, just making sure I'm branching out and not being afraid to collaborate if the opportunity arises. What was the next one I said? Mental health? No, financial. Financial. I was like, I mentioned something about how much money I wanted to save. I wanted to save for this. I wanted to, you know, gain financial literacy in this aspect. As far as mental health and physical health, I kind of mentioned, you know, just the self-check-in stuff and just, you know, kind of making sure we decrease screen time so we're not regurgitating and consuming all this bullshit. And then on the physical aspect, you know, getting up, being active, you know, eating healthily, you know, taking time out, you know, stretch, do yoga, just get active in any way that you can. And then I think the last thing I had was, like I said, hobbies and my interests. So certain things that I wanted to pick up, like me, don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. I can cook, but like if you want to depend on me for a full-blown meal, you're probably gonna die. And not that I can't cook, it's just that like I've never tried. So it's like I want to get more into that. And what else did I mention? Like I'm very much into astrology. I love. And don't come from me either. That's to each his own. But I love astrology, and I think that shit is real and it's true. And if you really learn about it, you gonna be gagged. So just picking up on that and just educating myself further on that. Holistic medicine, herbal medicine. How can I, you know, bring that into my life presently, you know, for myself, for my parents. You know, I'm sure all of our parents are, you know, they parents. So they a little, you know, they getting older, and I want to make sure that they're okay. I want to make sure I'm okay. I want to make sure my brothers is okay. So just educating myself on things of that nature too. And all of those things are something I put on my 2024 goals / lifestyle list that are, number one, easily attainable. They're not hard. They're things that I can do and want to do. And it just makes it easier for me to kind of keep myself on track because I have it in my face. I have, you know, bullet points pointed out specifically for this, for that, and kind of just helps me reach my goals more easily without being overwhelmed. So that's also another thing I wanted to mention too. So like I said, if y'all wanna or are interested in that template, I can link it here. If I figure out how to do that, don't just me. But yeah, so those are pretty much all the things that I wanted to mention about mindfulness. And hopefully, I know this was a little chatty. This is definitely longer than I wanted to be, of course, always. But I really hope that it resonated. I hope that y'all were able to kind of gain something from it. If not everything, at least one thing you can walk away and be like, hey, you know, that was some good info. Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully, you know, in the next coming just couple of months, a bitch will definitely be more consistent. with my posting and just getting more active with the community and so on and so forth. I know everything will work out, just, you know, it'll be fine. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. I'm so glad that y'all came and y'all watched, and if you watched this far, I love you, thank you. And just always thank you for the support, thank you for the love, thank you for the light, thank you for just thank you for watching. Just like, you like the video, you don't like the video, you viewed it, I don't give a fuck. The engagement, hey, it's reaching whoever it needs to reach. So yeah, so thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.